I love using what God gave to me. It's so amazing. I can't explain it. Turning hope to reality. Touching your life with mine. Using the gift of my hands to create all I can.
Hello, everyone. I am Faith Godbold from A Touch of Faith. Thank you for watching the replay. Come on in. I'm super excited to be back with you today, and we're going to create some sublimated bee theme products. So as you're coming in, make sure you say something so I know you're watching, whether you're watching right now as we're live or watching on the replay. And if you don't mind, would you drop your city and state and let us know where you're watching from? I can't wait to see how far our broadcast is reaching. And finally, if this is your first time joining us, make sure you comment the word new so that I know who you are and I can welcome you to be a part of our community here on Facebook and YouTube. So how is everyone doing on this beautiful Saturday? It's the first Saturday in June, and I'm so excited, y'all. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend so far. Our students are out of school for the summer. Our teachers just finished, and I'm so excited to have some time off now for summer. So I'm thrilled to have each and every one of you here. So come on in and let me know you're here. I missed you all. Hey, Mom is here. How are you doing, Mom? I missed y'all on Tuesday. This week, I was super tired. I did not realize how much I have been mentally drained with the last few days of school. And that's a whole nother story for another time. But I will have to tell you, y'all, I took naps every day this week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday for sure. And I remember Tuesday thinking, oh my gosh, I need to go live, but I could not wake up. I was that tired. So I am back. Hey, Donzel, how are you? And I feel rested now. I feel like I've had a chance to relax and get a little bit of rest to recoup all of that energy that I felt like I lost at the end of the school year. So what about y'all? How are you doing? I hope you're enjoying your start to June. It's been pretty hot here. We've had a little bit of rain this week, but yeah, upper 80s, and I would say lower 90s has been our weather so far. And today I thought we would continue with our bee theme. So I know we took a little break from that last Saturday when I did my nails. And look, y'all, they're still looking beautiful, by the way. I'll show you those again in just a minute. But today we're going to create some beautiful bee-themed products. I thought we'd do a mug first. And then we're going to create some matching coasters to go right along with it. And I thought this would be something bright, fun, and happy. And you'll see the design in just a minute. So y'all excited about that? So if you love bees or cheerful colors, or if you just need a little pick-me-up, maybe for your kitchen or your coffee bar, this one is going to be for you. So drop a bee in the comments and let me know you're ready. I'm going to go ahead and get everything turned on. I have my mug ready to go. And this is going to be something that you can grab for yourself. It's going to make a great gift. Hey, Melissa. Melissa's here. How are you? All right, let me turn on my press real quick, y'all. I had it on earlier. And I didn't need to leave it turned on, so I turned it off. All right, so we'll start with that one first. I did, Donzel. I said, I've got to get some rest. I said, they'll understand. I don't think I woke up until probably like 6:30 maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I'm glad I got some rest too. How was your vacation? All right, so let's start by cleaning off our mug. You can do this with either some alcohol. If you have it, I'm just going to use my lint roller because I keep that handy right here in my studio as I'm working. And I did finally fix it, y'all, because the other day when I was using it on a shirt, it was trying to come off again. Let's get a fresh piece on here. So anyway, part of this is still good, so I'll save that for later. We can come back and use that. Melissa, what did you end up getting to eat? I think I saw your post. Okay, you're going back to work tomorrow, Donzel? Good. I'm glad you had a great vacation. That's always exciting. All right, so let me see if I can show you the design. I've already printed it off, and it's so beautiful. It has like butterflies, sunflowers. It has, of course, the bumblebee. It has the little honey, like the honeycomb, and then at the bottom it says "Let it be." So let's see if y'all can see that. So that's going to be our inspiration for today. Let me grab the tape. So I want to get everything on here and secure it. Y'all forgot to put my earrings on. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm missing something. Okay, so let's see. All right, so we're going to wrap it around. And I want to get it on here evenly, as close as I can. And then I'll get everything lined up. So I'm eyeballing it right now. Let's line the paper up. Okay, I think about right there should do it. Now, if you are a stickler, you could absolutely measure, but I'm pretty good with eyeballing it and I can kind of tell the distance. Oh, you went to Aberdeen. Oh, wow, look at there. And you're watching me from Aberdeen. Look at there. I hope I'm not freezing, Donzel. Y'all let me know if I'm freezing. Donzel said I was freezing. You might have to go out and come back in. You know, I was thinking about the bloomin' onion today from Outback. We actually had it last week. We went to Texas Roadhouse, and that bloomin' onion, I said it blessed my soul. It was so good. Y'all like the bloomin' onion? Oh, okay, I'm back, Donzel. Okay. I don't know what that was. Let me know in the comments if you've ever had the bloomin' onion. All right, Mom said I wasn't freezing. Okay, so yeah. Y'all know how it is. Sometimes your internet, it might be on your end. I know our internet yesterday went out for a bit. I don't know. We had to reset our box. And then all of a sudden it was fine again. I know my mom, her electricity went off the other day, but that was due to, I think, some construction work in the area. So yeah, there's always something going on. All right, y'all. Let me see if I like how I've lined everything up. I think I want to, I was going to say bring it down a bit, but I think that's actually perfect right there. All right, so I have everything on here. Hey, Simone, how are you? So glad you are here. I know you've been super busy. All right. So I think I have it on here pretty tight. Let me check it with my holder. I didn't grab it. Now, I actually cleaned up my studio some today, so things that I used to have right there, they're not there anymore. Oh, Melissa, you can't eat it? Do you not like onions? Is that what it is? Because I tell you, that's one of my favorites. I love the sauce too, but you would have to love onions, of course, to enjoy it. So if you don't eat onions, I can see that. All right, I think it's on there good, y'all. I just wanted to double check it. Oh, yeah, you know, Simone, we had this conversation last year, didn't we? So we just got out this past week. Our teachers did. Of course, we'll be going back before you. Oh, just for 4 or 5 seconds. Okay, that's not too bad. All right, let me get a piece of paper here. And if you are just joining us, we're making a beautiful mug for summer. And I thought this would be something just to bring a little bit of positivity your way. And I do have this listed on the website. I'll give you the link in just a minute in case you want to check it out. So I'm just going to put a piece of paper. Yeah, I gotcha. What do you like to eat there, Melissa? What are you going to have? You're going to have steak or shrimp. What are you eating? I tell you what, I'm getting hungry. I just had a bowl of cereal for breakfast this morning, and then I just realized I didn't eat anything else today. So yeah, I'm going to be ready to eat dinner probably before my mom's live. So I may have to get a snack. All right, y'all. So here's our mug. And this is a ceramic mug. We have it all wrapped and ready to go. So let's go ahead and heat it up. I have to heat this one for about 4.5 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and drop it in. Oh, you're grilling burgers. Oh, that sounds so good. I wanted to make, I have a recipe where I make veggie burgers. And I was telling my husband I need to probably get some more of the beans. I didn't get to use them all, and I hope they're not like gone bad yet. I need to check the fridge. All right, I'm sliding my design in, y'all, because I didn't bring my press around. And you can do 2 mugs at a time. I'm just doing one for right now, unless y'all order more than just the one. All right, let's go ahead and turn this on while we're here. And let's get set for our coasters. So I've already prepped one of the coasters. So we're going to do a set of 4. You can buy them individually, or if you want to buy an entire set, you can. So let's go ahead and finish trimming down our design. And I found for this one, I just wanted to get it as close as I could, just to make sure that I have it lined up properly. So that's how I like to do mine. Thank you, Simone. I will. I've already started thinking of all the things I want to do. And usually I have like a to-do list that I carry over from break to break. So I took my spring break to-do list and I just changed it to say summer break, because not everything on the list got done. All right, let me get my paper. So yeah, I'm already thinking of all the things I want to do. All right, let's grab another coaster. Yeah, we will do the subscribers on Tuesday. Thank you for remembering that, because we didn't get to do it. And that's another reason I hated not going live, because I noticed when I do go live, the numbers grow and move more. But it's okay. I couldn't help that. So hopefully some more new people will come join us and get on board. All right, y'all. So we're making a square coaster. And I wanted to make sure I have it lined up. So I'm doing it a little differently. I'm going to try 2 different taping techniques here. This one I tape down to the paper, but I'm going to try something different on this one, just to see. So if you love having protective surface for your drinks, this is going to be perfect for you. All right, I'm going to try just adding my piece of tape right here and right here. I'm just going to do 2 pieces. Okay. So do y'all have any questions while this is heating up? And let's make sure I have my papers right here. I have a blank sheet of paper. So we'll go ahead and cut these out. And then let me get my gloves ready, because I feel like it's been almost time, right, on the other one. So who has already taken their summer vacation? I know Donzel mentioned he had vacation. Anyone else planning to do something for vacation? Have you already had vacation? Are you making plans? That time of the year is here. So I think I'm going to do these 2 first just to see. Then we'll come back and do the other 2. We could do them all at the same time, but I'm just going to do 2 at a time here. Oh, Simone, you're planning yours. Where are you all going? All right, and then let me see how much time we have on the mug, y'all. And thank you to those who are sprinkling this out. All right, looks like we have about 30 something seconds. So let me get my mat so we'll have a surface to cool this down. So we'll cool it right here. Yeah, let us know where you're planning to go. All right, then let's go ahead. Gonna get this all set and ready. It's got a little bit more heating up to do. We're gonna go ahead and get it ready. All right, the mug just turned off, so let's get our mug. Gonna make sure I have my glove on here. Lift it out carefully. Y'all, this thing is hot. Okay, so I'm lifting it up very carefully. Very hot. Oh, Nantucket. Near Cape Cod. That sounds good. That will be fun. We haven't planned ours yet. We started talking about possibly where we want to go. I know my husband has a conference coming up for work. So we have to kind of work around his schedule in the summer, his work schedule, because he's still working. But we will probably do like we did last year and turn that into like a little mini vacation. So that will be going to the beach. So I'll be looking forward to that. All right, let's get these two set and ready to go. So if y'all had to pick like your dream summer getaway, what would that be? Do you have a dream getaway? I used to always say, I love going to the mountains because it's cooler this time of the year, and we haven't done that in a long time. So I hope we get to go back. I think the last time I went was with my family before we got married even. All right, so before I secure this one with the tape, I'm going to just line it up. I want to see how the other one's going to turn out, but I am eyeballing it to see how everything's going to look. Y'all, and it's looking pretty good so far. So we are creating today a beautiful mug, and we're making the matching coasters. Oh, I love it. Simone says, no dream getaway, just somewhere near beautiful beaches and clear blue waters. I love it. Now that sounds perfect. That sounds glorious. Amazing. All right, let me look and see. Mom says, I would like to go back to the mountains. Yeah, that was fun, wasn't it, Mom? And what I most love is the weather, because I don't do hot weather very well. Hot weather makes me want to stay indoors. So anywhere we go, I always like to make sure we have like places that we can cool off. I can even remember like we go to Florida in the summer. And by the way, it is super hot. Shout out to those who do live in Florida. God bless y'all. But it was so hot in Florida. We would go there a lot in the summer, like July. And yeah, we did like the theme parks, and you talk about walking from the parking lot to the gate to get in, we would be drenched. And of course, back then we didn't know about like moisture wet clothing and all. That would probably be the only way I could survive that, because you sweat so much. But now if you go later in the year, like we went for our honeymoon, and it was in December, and the weather was perfect. So I can do Florida like later in the year, just not in the summer. Yeah, it is really, really hot. Yeah. It's like too hot for me. All right, y'all. Oh, it's ready to go. All right, so we're going to heat this up for 3 minutes. And I need to adjust my pressure. So let me adjust the pressure first. I'm trying to remember, what have I been making? I think I've been making t-shirts. So let me adjust it a little bit more. Hold on, I want to make sure that's light enough because it still felt heavy. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that's light enough now. Trying to think. Okay, Mom, let's talk about something else. Here, let's get a sip of water. Mom said I'm making her hot talking about Florida. Let's cool off, okay? Speaking of which, let me turn my fan on because I said when I do my sublimation, I like to circulate the air. It's also good if you have a window that you can open. I don't in here, so I just turn my fan on. I already have my ceiling fan going, but I turn the fan on. It helps keep the room cool with me using my heat press, but also if there's any fumes or anything, it's going to just create a ventilated room. All right, so let's see. Oh yeah, this one's still super hot, y'all. So we're gonna have to let that cool down a little bit more. And then we'll check in on our coaster in just a minute. So I think this design today is going to be something beautiful for summer. And I imagine you sitting on your porch, drinking your coffee in the morning, or your tea in the evening, whatever it is. I know sometimes I will drink my coffee in the evening because I don't drink it all in the morning. But this is going to be something beautiful for that. Or if you want to give it as a gift, I think that's going to be perfect as well. Melissa, I love it. She says Florida is not for the weak. You are so right about that. Yeah, you have to, it takes a special kind of person, right, to be able to endure that level of heat, I would say. Hey, Amy, Michelle is here. How are you? We are creating something beautiful tonight, Amy, Michelle, for summer. We have our mug that's cooling off, and I am heating up and pressing some coasters. They have about a minute left. So I'm going to slide this over. And let me slide this off for just a second. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Thank you for being here today. And any of you who've sprinkled the live out, I appreciate that so much because you're the reason that I'm able to spread the word of A Touch of Faith. So thank you for letting others know we're here and we're live and we're creating some beautiful products that you can use to bring a little bit of happiness as you're enjoying your summer. And I think these are going to bring positivity, that ray of sunshine, make you smile. I know Melissa's laughing now. That was a good one, Melissa. So if you're new here, I am Faith. I'm the owner, the maker behind all the things you see in this studio, and I'm the heart behind A Touch of Faith. And I'm so happy y'all are here spending this Saturday with me. All right, it just turned off. All right, I had to lift it up carefully. And I love using my paper this way because I can really just pick up the whole sheet, just like so. And we're going to let it cool down. So we have two things now cooling down on our surface. And while we're doing that, do y'all remember the bee right here that we did a couple of lives ago, the bumblebee? And we also designed a beautiful yellow and black bee inspired flower wreath. And y'all, my mom ended up getting that one. That just blessed me so much, especially knowing that my mom supports me just by being here. Thank you, Mom, again. She's going to send me a picture so I can see how it looks on her beautiful door, but I can't wait. So I couldn't let the bee theme go. I said, you know what? This is still in my spirit. So we're going to create something else. So just to recap, we have our mug cooling down right here. Our coasters are cooling off. And then we are going to see what our two designs look like. We'll do the big reveal in just a minute. But I hope y'all have been enjoying all the products that we've been making for summer. So you're going to see some bright, bold colors today. And if you're just joining, I can show you the design. Here's what it's looking like. Because we're going to make two more coasters in a second. I know Donzel, she's the best mom. Yep, she supports me, everything I do, and I do the same for her. All right. So do y'all like colors like this for your kitchen? Does it make you think about like outdoor living? Because I know some of you have like porches and patios where you sit outside, especially for summertime. So let me know, do you prefer bright, bold colors or more neutral colors when you think about like kitchen and drinkware and all of that? Let me know. All right, this is still giving off some heat. I'm kind of pull back this layer at least. This other layer is taped to it. I can kind of see it, y'all. It's looking beautiful. Donzel Mom said thank you. All right, I think a few more seconds on this, and then we can peel it off. It's not too hot. As you can see, I'm able to touch it now. It just kind of feels like it's been in the dishwasher. You know, the heat from the dishwasher. That's kind of how it's feeling now. But I don't like to take it off too soon because sometimes that's when the color has not yet set the way you want. So I'm just giving it a few seconds. All right, Melissa, I love it. Melissa says she loves bright colors. Awesome. Love it, Melissa. Anyone else want to share if they like the bold, bright colors, or do you like neutral colors when you're thinking of your kitchen? And I know I was trying to find like another piece for our dining room table. Right now I have my spring set, but I'm really looking for something probably bold and bright. Something that says summer, because I want to change out my table decor and also have it match my theme for my pillow covers. So that's on my to-do list for this week. So hopefully I'll find something. And usually I love getting on Amazon, y'all. I ordered something yesterday. I don't know if y'all have seen these. Let me show you. I saw these. Someone had these in their closet, and I decided to order them to go like under our cabinets because they are sensor, like motion sensor lights, but they're LED lights and they're battery operated. So we're going to put these under our cabinets so that when we walk in, when it's dark, guess what? The lights are going to come on. So I'm excited to try these out. It came in a whole 6-pack. So if this is something you think you might want to try, let me know and I'll give you that link. I'll just drop it in the comments. But yeah, I was excited about that. All right, y'all, I think I've given the mug enough time to cool down. So let's go ahead and peel our outer layer first. Yep, so Mom, next time you come, like if you go use the restroom, the light will come on by itself. You won't have to do it. All right, we're going to peel off our protective paper that we use just to protect our machine. Just like so. You can see I don't like throwing things away. We can reuse that. Okay, so I'm going to lay that right there. All right, now let's go ahead and lift our tape up carefully. And who's ready to see our mug design? Drop a B if you're ready. All right, I'm peeling the tape up first. Now I'm going to just lift up my design paper. All right, and let's see. I feel like I want to give it just a few more seconds, y'all. I don't feel like it's ready because I looked at it. That's why I'm glad I didn't peel it up all the way. Let me look at this side. See if it's ready. That's another good reason not to rip your design. I might heat it up for just a few more. Now, I thought we were ready, but let me look. We might reveal the coasters first. Oh, I'm seeing a bee. Yeah, let me give it a few more seconds, y'all. So hang on. I'm going to put it back in. We turn the machine on again. Let me plug it back up first. I always keep everything unplugged when I'm not using it. just to be on the safe side with this. All right, use my protective paper. All right, we're going to drop it back in as soon as it finishes heating up. And it won't take it long. All right, let's look at our coaster. Everything is super hot today. All right, I'm going to start peeling the tape carefully. This is still warm. It's actually a little hot, but I want to peek at it and see. All right, I think this one's ready. All right, thanks for the bees. All right, I'm gonna have to put my glove on, y'all. It's a little warm. Let's turn it down. All right, here is our coaster. Look at there. Isn't that cute? So it says, let it be. Look at there. And look at how vibrant those colors are. Oh my goodness, it's looking so beautiful. So what do y'all think? Hey, Miss Trina is here. How are you? All right, so first one done. Let's let that one finish cooling. So now I know I can go ahead and tape it the way that I did. So let's go ahead and tape this one down. And then I want it to reheat that mug for just a bit. Yay, thank you. These are some coasters. I'll put the link in the comments in just a second if you want to check them out. All right, the mug just finished heating up. So let me drop that in real quick. Thanks, Mom. All right, so let's see if the second press will do what we need it to do. All right, it's in there. Y'all like it? Yay! All right. And let's tape our final one down. Just like so. That one finished pulling off. Another sheet of paper here. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and add this one. And press it for 3 minutes. Just like so. Okay. So this is absolutely gorgeous, y'all. Now we just need to add the back to it. So usually if I'm making these, I kind of multitask while they're cooling off. I have actually a cooling rack, and I usually will print, cut, prep the next batch if I'm making a lot. In this instance, we're only doing a set of 4. And let me go ahead and grab that link, because I did promise y'all that I would put the links in the comments if you wanted to check. So these are coasters, Trina. Look at there. So if you have like your drink, we're making a matching mug, but I wanted to heat it up again. But I'll just use my water bottle for now. But look, just to protect your surface when you are enjoying your beverages. All right, so let me go to the website, and I don't know why my computer, it keeps changing my default search engine to Yahoo. I like Google. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Let me change it again. Has that ever happened to y'all? I know it's done it at least twice recently. All right, so I'm going to the website. So here is the link for the coaster first. Thank you. You can purchase the coasters in increments of 1, 2, 3, or 4, or if you need more than that. If you need 6. Most people order them in even numbers, but I do have that link for you. And then here is the link if you want to check out the mug that we have heating up again. All right, so let's go ahead and finish this one. So we're going to remove the tape. Just like so. All right, those links are coming. Okay, so I just removed all of my tape first. Then let's remove our design. Look at there. We have our second coaster. Look at it, so beautiful. It says, "Let it be." It has sunflowers, butterflies, bumblebees, it has bows, it has a little honey. So isn't that adorable? All right, so let's add another backing. So that way you have your surface protected. So yeah, I love making these, y'all. Okay. The other 2 are done. Let's turn this off. All right, you can see all that heat coming. Let's put the second coaster there. I'm going to let this one cool off. The mug just turned off too. That was fast. All right, hopefully this will be it on the mug now. All right, I'll let that cool right there. So what do y'all think? How did we do? Let me turn everything off so it can start cooling down in here. Let's make sure I turn that off too. Yep, everything's unplugged and turned off. So that heat press has my studio sitting at about 78 degrees right now. So it warmed it up quite a bit. That's why I have my fan going. All right, let's remove my paper. And let's go ahead and take this off. Let that finish cooling off. Do y'all have any questions while these are cooling down? Yeah, I'm loving this. This will look beautiful on your table too. Especially if you entertain and you want coasters for your company to have for their drinks. That is absolutely gorgeous. What do y'all think, though? All right, y'all. These are going to be a few minutes. So I think what I'm going to do while we're waiting, let me see if I have something else we can make. Hold on. That's going to take a few minutes. I'm looking, y'all. What if we make a bow while we wait? And look, I found this bumblebee ribbon that I haven't even opened yet. So let's do that while we wait. I'm going to slide that up because that was hot. Let's put these up here out of the way. So by the time we finish our bow, then hopefully those items will have cooled down. Thank you, Miss Trina. So let's see what kind of bow we're going to make with this. And I love this, y'all. It has the black and white plaid. It has a border. Can y'all see that? Beautiful black and white plaid. And then the bees are going down the center. Let me get my other scissors. The scissors I use for paper now. Those are my old scissors. All right, so let's just keep our bow simple. Let's make some tails that will hang down. Yay, I know. And look at there. Look at the back. It has that plaid on the back. I love when ribbons are like that. You can almost flip it and use it the other way. So yeah, I've had this ribbon probably for a while, just hadn't opened it yet. So we're gonna use it today. All right. So let's just make a bow that you can decorate with. Okay, that will be in this matching bumblebee theme. Let's zoom us in. We're just going to make a few loops here. Make it a nice size bow. I was putting up some bows today, y'all, that we had made. I'm going to plug in my glue gun because I think I might need it. Let me plug it in. Normally it stays plugged in. But today I unplugged it because I didn't think I was going to need it. Now we could stop here if we wanted. Maybe we'll do that. Let's do something different. Let's just make a simple bow. All right, let's get some wire right here. We're going to tie it off. Let's just see how we like it. Y'all like the ribbon? I mean, look at the double-sided look. That plaid is gorgeous. All right, let's put our wire in so you have a way to attach it to whatever it is you want to attach it to. Okay, we're going to tighten it up. Let's trim it down. Okay. And I'm going to use this little piece of ribbon just to cover the center. Oh, y'all, look at how that folded over so nicely. Look at there. Oh, I love it. This is definitely a ribbon that has personality. Look at it. Oh, my. A lot of times you might work with ribbon that you have to really beef up for it to look the way that you want it to look. But this one, it has a personality of its own. I'm not even having to add anything to it. I'm going to trim this down some. Let's see if I gave my glue enough time to heat up. Almost. So a few more seconds there. All right. So I'm going to just clip that for a minute while it is heating up. And y'all, look at this little bow. Isn't that going to be adorable? Look there. Let me open the camera some more so y'all can see. So I'm not finished yet because I'm going to cover the middle. But look at that. So just a little simple bow. So I'm going to come back to that in just a minute. Let's check in on our coaster, mug. It's feeling a little bit better. Still hot. Might be able to do the coaster. Let's see. Thank you. Thank y'all so much. All right, since it's a little warm still, let's put my glove back on. Okay. So there's coaster number 3. Look at there. Woo-hoo. Thank you. All right, I'm going to let that one finish cooling for a second. It's harder to tell how hot it is when I don't have the glove on. Let that finish cooling, y'all. So let's check back in with our glue. We have all kinds of projects going, don't we? That's the best way to, as my mom would say, redeem the time. All right. Glue is ready now. Okay. I'm just going to lay a little bit on that edge, just like so. And now I'm going to wrap it around if I can. Should have put the glue on the other side, but that's okay. Thank you. Thank y'all so much. All right, there we go. Just seal that in. Okay. Now we can fluff open the loop. Pull our tails down the way we want them to be. And I just used that clip just to help hold it while I was fluffing everything out. All right, are y'all ready to see this gorgeous bow? All right, look at there. Let's see. Do I make glass covering or cup covers instead of people using paper towel or napkin? Tell me a little bit more about that, Miss Trina. Where would the glass covering go? Are you talking about like something to cover the top? Is that what you're asking? Make sure I'm understanding first what you're asking. All right, let me trim this down just a little right here. I don't currently, but I'll have to think about that to see if there's a way to do it. Like, what kind of material are you thinking it would be made out of? I know I have done, this is totally different, but I did some tumblers for my school this year, and I provided the bag for the tumbler to go in, and I actually made the bag match. I'll show that to you. I know that's not what you're asking, but I will show it to you just to give you an idea. All right, y'all, look at our bow. Hey, Miss Lynette, happy Saturday to you. Look at our bow that we made. Isn't that gorgeous? To go with all of our bumblebee things today. I know, it's just simple. That's what I saw in my mind after I started making it. I said, let's make a different type bow. So you could still decorate your lantern. Let me show you. So we talked about decorating our lanterns before. I got you. Let me think on that, Miss Trina. See if I can come up with something. So look, you could still decorate with this style bow on your lantern. See how it's just something a little simple? Just like that. Look at there. Isn't that gorgeous? I know. I love it. All right, let me see. So this is the bag I'm talking about, and I made it for my school. They had matching tumblers. And so the tumbler looked exactly like this, and this was a bag that they could carry it in. So I have done that before for tumblers, but I'm thinking probably for you, it sounds like you just want something maybe made out of material like this, but you could have it personalized with your name on it or a design, whatever you wanted it to be. So yeah, I'm going to think on that some and see what I can come up with. And I may already have some kind of material in here already that we could do that with. All right, I'm going to slide this over out of the way for just a minute. Let's put our bow right here, still in view. Yeah, so let me think on it, Miss Trina, and I'll see what I can come up with. Let me make myself a note. I'm going to write it right here. Glass or cup cover instead of napkin and paper towels. Okay, I just wrote my note, so I will think on that and I'll let you know. Hello, Miss Terry, how are you? So glad you're here. I've been missing you too. So happy you made it today. We're making a few different things. I just finished a beautiful bow while we were waiting on our final coasters to cool off. So since we've been doing our bee theme, we did a bee bow. So let's do our last coaster, and then hopefully our mug is ready. All right. I hope you're feeling better. I know some people have been dealing with sinuses. That's what I've been hearing. Although I talked to my mom and she said another variant of COVID is going around, so it could be that too. I hope you're feeling better. All right, so let's put our backing on. So we have the bottom of our coaster finished off. And you can order this coaster from the website. You can order it in a set of 4, or if you only need 1, however you want to order them. But look at there, y'all. There's our coaster. All right, and now let's do our mug. We heated it up twice just to give it enough time to really press and set in. Oh, okay. Oh, your glucose. Well, I pray that gets better. I can only imagine with that. Hope you're taking it easy. And I'm so glad you're here. All right, y'all. I think it's ready. Are you ready? Oh, my goodness. If y'all stayed for this, you're going to love it. Look at there. It definitely took the 2, so I'm going to make a note. Look at that, y'all. Oh, my goodness. I am so excited. Can y'all see it? Let me zoom in. Look, it says, let it be. It's that same gorgeous design. And the lighting is playing off of the pattern too. I don't know if you can tell. But isn't that gorgeous? So look at that. Oh my goodness. So guess what? You might be drinking your coffee, your tea. Let me move this out of the way. So here is your coaster. Look at there. I'm turning it so y'all can see. And then here is, let me center it up some so y'all can see it better. And then there is your matching mug. It doesn't get better than that, does it? Yes, it matches it perfectly. I'm trying to turn it so y'all can see it. I'm looking in the camera. So I'm doing everything backwards here. There we go. I was trying to have the let it be show on both sides. Isn't that amazing? Yes, nice and personal. And then you can have your other coasters off to the side. So I guess if you need a set of 4 in the mug, I can certainly do that as well. Tonight I only did 1 mug, but I do have these listed on the website. And of course, both the coasters and the mug are available. So the mug is separate from the coasters. You can, of course, order them together. But yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. Let me move the paper out of the way. Let's bring our lantern back into view. Look at what all we did tonight. Look at there. So we made a bow. And I tell you what, anyone who orders either the coasters, a set of 4, or a mug tonight, I will throw in that bow. How about that? This bow will be free with purchase just for today. So today is June 7th. So let me make sure. So if anyone orders a set of 4 coasters or 1 mug, you will get this bow as a free thank you gift from me. Y'all, I love it. It did turn out beautiful. Oh my gosh. So what do y'all think? What questions do you have? This was super, super fun. And definitely worth the wait, right? We gave our mug extra wait time. All right, let me grab those links again, just in case. So here's the link to the mug one more time. And then let me find the link to the coasters. Here's the link to the coaster. Both of these are available on the website. Thank you, Miss Trina. I enjoyed having you here watch me. Y'all make it so much fun. Thank you. And then, of course, the bow is not listed, so I'm throwing the bow in free as a thank you gift if you purchase a set of 4 coasters tonight, or if you purchase one of the mugs. So that would be my thank you gift. Y'all, this was so fun. All right, what did I forget? What questions do you have? What other designs? Let me ask you, since Miss Trina had a great question earlier. What other designs or themes would you like to see on a mug and coaster set? Give me some suggestions in the comments. That's my question to you. So what other designs or themes would you like to see on a mug or a coaster set? Comment below, because I'm always listening to you all. All right, I'll give you a couple of moments to do that while we start wrapping up for today. And if you are in my creative circle, you will have to stay tuned because we have some awesome tutorials in store for you. If you were not here this past Sunday, I shared it on my page. We designed in the Creative Circle a beautiful scripture t-shirt, Psalms 138:8. The Lord will fulfill his purpose for me. And I had so much fun teaching that design. That started out as a scripture that I read in my daily Bible plan that I've been following this year. It's called the Bible Recap. And that was the scripture that was featured on Memorial Day. And as I was crafting a post for my page for that day, I literally started designing what I saw to be the t-shirt. And I knew then, I said, guess what? We're going to do this in the Creative Circle. And y'all, the shirt was absolutely gorgeous. It's available in 2 colors. Let me grab that link too. I should have brought the shirt in here. If y'all want to see the shirt, let me know and I'll go grab it. But y'all have to tell me. I won't just go get up and get it. So if you want to see it, comment shirt, yes, shirt, and I'll go grab it. But it is available in 2 designs, 2 color designs. I added the link for it too in case you want to check it out. And yeah, I never ever knew, y'all, that I would design my own t-shirts. So that is a Touch of Faith original. You can't find it anywhere else. And when I tell you I was so blessed by that scripture, because the way it was broken down is depending upon which word you emphasize, it will mean something different to you. So you can put the emphasis on, for instance, Lord, and you say, the Lord will fulfill his purpose for me. Or you can put the emphasis on will. So the Lord will fulfill his purpose for me. Or the Lord will fulfill his purpose for me. Or the Lord will fulfill his purpose for me. Or the Lord will fulfill his purpose for me. Or the Lord will fulfill his purpose for me. Or the last one, the Lord will fulfill his purpose for me. So depending upon where you put the emphasis, the scripture takes on a whole entirely different meaning. So that really blessed me. I turned it into a shirt. And yes, that shirt is available on the website. I listed the link in the comments for you to check it out. And if anyone comments, yes, shirt, I will go grab it. All right, what else, y'all? Because I'm having too much fun. We have our beautiful mug here. We have our coasters. Let me see if I have my coaster holder that I use when I have my vendor events. Let's see. I think I gave one to my dad because I have some of my products in the shop now. So this is how it will be on display. We might have to put some of these, Mom, in Praise and Faith Gospel Shop too. So look at there. I'm already getting my display ready. How does that look, y'all? So coasters. There's the mug right there. Looks beautiful together, doesn't it? All right. I don't see anything else as we start to wrap up. So we will go live again on Tuesday. I guess, y'all, I decided not to do 30 days of lives for the entire month of June. We might do something different. for this summer. We'll figure out something fun to do. I've been thinking about maybe like a subscriber challenge on YouTube for my YouTube peeps. And of course, yes, Facebook people, you can get in on the fun as well. But yes, expect something fun coming up definitely this summer. I'll be sharing that with you. And we may be a little creative with our lifetime now that it is June. So we'll see about that as well. All right, I think that is it for now. So I'm going to hop off of here. I have a little bit of break before my mom goes live. So y'all don't forget to go out and look for something good, because when you find that something good, you know you have found God. And remember, God's got me, God's got you, and we've got this. I had so much fun with you tonight. I can't wait to see you back on my page on Tuesday. Have a wonderful, amazing night. Enjoy my outro theme song, which was produced by my brother and his friend. So Jerry Midas Hardison and Brandon Stevens. Enjoy this. I love y'all. Have a great night, everyone. Bye.